What's up guys, it's Darwin. I'm back with another video. Today we're talking about the old Model S, and is the old Model S really only worth about half the value of the new Model S? Let's go ahead and dive into it. So I went ahead and made a presentation for you guys, so let's go ahead and go through it and talk about the old Model S and whether or not this is a great deal. And also, as you can see on this page, condolences to Model S owners, the people who paid the original price for the used Model S, or back in the time it was new, but condolences to you guys. You guys have suffered like huge depreciation, and this is the risk with buying a Tesla. So let's talk about this. As you can see, the sticker price was $102,250. This includes full self-driving, some other options, and only approximately 270 miles of range or so. This is 2017. Now you might be wondering why there's such high depreciation. It's not because they were bad cars or anything, but basically the Model 3 came online in late 2017, 2018, and gave you basically all the features of the Model S with more range at like almost half the price. Eventually it got to about half the price with the standard range, but you have the Model 3 ramp, you have the $7,500 tax credit, which was factored into all the cars that were selling at that $100,000 price point. So the second owner, whenever they bought it, knew the first owner got that $7,500 tax credit. So, you obviously have to take that off the car. This next point is pretty debatable. I'm saying that it has less tech than the Model 3. And what I mean by that is the Model 3 had the updated MCU. Some of the older Model S's didn't have Autopilot 3.0. They only had Autopilot 2 and 2.5. The Model S also had a touchscreen that was less responsive until about 2018. They came out with the new MCU module, which is the computer that you touch and everything like that. The older Model S also only had slower supercharging speeds, so it can only utilize version 2 superchargers to its maximum potential, but not the version 3 superchargers, which the new Model 3s and Model Ys could. Here's an example of a charging curve of what charging on version 3 versus version 2 looks like. As you can see, you get much faster charging at the beginning with version 3. So that's the difference there. Car and Driver did a test earlier last year, and they talked about how 250 versus 150 kilowatt superchargers didn't really make that huge of a difference, but they were talking about charging to 100%. And when you're charging to 100%, no matter what electric car you're charging, you can't charge at that really high rate for a long time. Looking back at this chart, you can see that the charging rate tapers off as the car gets closer to the top. Elon Musk describes it as like filling a cup of water. You have to slow down as you get to the top of filling the cup so that you don't damage the battery. Version 2 versus version 3 supercharger, that might not be a huge deal, which is tying into my point of this is still a great car to get, the Model S. So one of the best value propositions for buying a used Model S is that you're getting this full self-driving capability software included in the vehicle. If you look on Tesla pre-owned inventory website, you will see the majority of the cars do come with this software feature enabled. If you were to get a used Model S without FSD, full self-driving capability, already enabled, you would have to pay up to $10,000 to enable this feature. And it's plus tax. So as you can see, for me, I would have to pay $11,000 for this feature. Whether it's worth that much, that's debatable, but it's nice to be future-proof. And if you did want some of these features, you might as well buy a car with it included, so you can save $10,000, in my case, $11,000. So here are some disadvantages of buying from private party sales. Okay, as we saw on that original window sticker, this car was going for over $100,000. Based on the listings that I've researched, and I look at these listings like almost every single day. I don't know why, it's like a hobby of mine to look at used cars listings. So I've seen my share of listings, and almost every single Model S owner thinks that their car is worth more than it actually is. And owners are not willing to take a huge loss on their car. I mean, it sucks, right? It sucks because the car is going for over $100,000, and now you can get them for as low as $40,000. And if the owner didn't buy full self-driving, their car's worth even less. Another reason why you wouldn't want to go with a private party sale is that there's no Tesla extended warranty. A lot of the cars sold in 2017 are coming to the end of their warranty period. So Tesla actually gives you an additional 1-year warranty and 10,000 miles on top of the original basic warranty. So that means whenever that basic warranty runs out, that's when that used car warranty kicks in. This is extremely useful for the Model S because you don't know whether or not there are some issues with the car that have not been addressed by the previous owner. So if there are issues like a rattling sound or something loose in the car that the last owner didn't really care about, but it's bothering you, you would have to come out of pocket to fix that. If you are under this basic warranty, Tesla will be able to fix it. Or if you have broken door handles, or MCU, some of the more common failures on these Teslas, you would be able to get them fixed by Tesla if you had a warranty. And you don't get a warranty, you don't get an extended warranty with the private sale, only when you buy through Tesla. So let's take a look at some examples here. We have a very popular for sale Tesla website. This site's very good because the sellers know what they're talking about and the buyers know what they're looking for. And they have filters based on different configuration, battery sizes, and things like that. But let's take, these are the most recent listings here. And I'm looking at these cars. I filtered them basically by cars that have full self-driving and are 75D models. Look at the prices here. Like the cheapest one is $47,500. That's actually pretty fairly priced considering it has pretty low miles, but the rest of them are extremely overpriced. And once again, I'm sorry, Tesla owners, you got to take that, you're taking that hard depreciation. That's what happens when you buy technology, and Teslas more than any other car are a technology features. And when they push out new models that have better tech at a lower price, that's going to drop the value of your car. So as you can see, some of these are actually really high mileage. For example, this red one right here is already out of warranty and they want $53,000, $588,000 for the car. That absolutely makes no sense. This one right here is out of warranty when it comes to the year, the 5-year warranty. So it's outside of the basic warranty, $55,500 they're asking. And let's take a look at some rear wheel drive examples just for fun. Again, none of these cars actually have FSD. None of these cars have full self-driving. So if you were to get this car and it had enhanced autopilot, you would have to pay another $5,000. And if it only had basic autopilot, you'd have to pay another $10,000. So just add $10,000 on some of these cars right here. Actually, this one has enhanced autopilot, so it'll be like $50,500. This second one right here has enhanced autopilot, so it'll be $47,500. Like I said, extremely overpriced. Some of these, like this one right here, 57,000 miles. This first one, 55,000 miles. They are out of warranty. So I want to take this time, go through Tesla's website to show you guys what Tesla is selling these cars for and why you should actually go with Tesla used vehicle sales as opposed to private party sales. So you just come up here, Tesla website, and click on use inventory. And I'm gonna show you guys some tips on finding a car. So this is the default zip code right here. So let's just take a look at some of the comparable vehicles compared to the ones that I found on that private seller website. So we want 75D in this case, and we're just going to go ahead and check full self-driving because in my opinion, that's the main reason why you're going with the used Model S, because you're getting a $10,000 software feature basically built into the car. And there's really not that much of a price difference on top of it. So for 75D, here's a 2016 model with full self-driving for $45,500, all right? And it only has 35,000 miles. If you click on it, it's also gonna show you that it has this extended warranty. All right, so it has the basic warranty till December 21, and then it's got a extended warranty for a year beyond that. So basically covered until December 22. All right, so this is $45,000. Again, when we go back to our used Tesla site, the 75D, the cheapest one was $47,500. Over here, we're looking at $45,500. Again, I'm just looking at examples. So you can go through the Tesla website and just look at the features you want. For example, this one has a sunroof, this one has a glass roof. Some of them have smart air suspension. Like for example, this one right here, $46,600, smart air suspension. And keep in mind, these all come with full self-driving, right? Full self-driving, full self-driving, full self-driving. If you didn't want full self-driving, you can actually get them actually a little bit cheaper. I've seen them start selling them. For example, this one has autopilot. You can get this one for $41,300. This one has full self-driving. Now, here's a tip. I would highly suggest you look at different zip codes because you can very easily just fly into this delivery center and pick it up and then just use the supercharging network and drive your car all the way home. So I've done this so many times now that I memorized Fremont. This is a zip code from Fremont, which is like Northern California. There's a lot of cars, I don't know why, at this Lathrop location. So definitely search up different zip codes around the country. I would do like Northern California, Southern California, Arizona, Oregon, Seattle, and Colorado. Those seem to be areas with pretty good inventory. So as we can see here, we have 75D for $42,000. That's a heck of a deal. That's a heck of a deal. You have 75D with full self-driving again for $45,000. And guys, if you don't even care about dual motor, we can take a look at some of these rear wheel drive cars. Again, you have to make sure it has full self-driving. This one right here, $41,000. Again, it's higher mileage, but you're getting an extended warranty. So that's not too bad. If I were to get a car today, like I needed to buy a car right now and you forced me to pick a car, this is the car I would get. The Model S, either 75D, 90D if you can find it. Sometimes the inventory pops up and down, but it's kind of rare. You would have to pay $47,600. So you really have to take a look at the range and see if that extra 20 or 30 miles is worth the extra money. But 90D, if you can find it, 75D, just because I like the all-wheel drive, but rear-wheel drive is a great option too. I feel like the Model S 2017 or newer is the best used car on the market right now, especially considering you're getting full self-driving for $10,000, like that $10,000 option included in your car. If you truly believe full self-driving is worth $10,000, you can just look at it as buying a Model S for the mid 30s, which is crazy. Now, I don't have any experience with buying Tesla used cars, but from what I've heard, you can't get actual pictures of the car. But when you check out the Tesla website, it does say it has minor cosmetic imperfections, but those imperfections don't affect the performance or the reliability of the vehicle. And that's why it's so great to have that extra 1-year warranty that Tesla provides, so that in case anything does go wrong, you can take it back and be like, hey, fix this. So that's pretty much it. The Model S is still an amazing vehicle, even though the new one just came out. And that's the reason why this old one is worth like half the price. And it comes with full self-driving, right? If you get the new one for $80,000, it doesn't come with full self-driving. It comes with just the one color that you can pick. I mean, I'm sure it's an amazing vehicle. It has unbelievable range, 412 miles of range. But the used Model S, if you don't need the range, if you don't need the newest tech in high-speed supercharging, it's still an amazing car, considering this was a $100,000 car just 4 years ago or 3 years ago. I want to know what you guys think. If you were forced to buy a car today, would it be the Model S? Would it be the Ford Mustang Mach E, which is like 44 grand, but it qualifies for the $7,500 tax incentive? What would you buy? I like the Model S. It's a hatchback. It has huge room in the back. It was a car that originally cost $100,000, and by buying from Tesla, you get the full self-driving software with an extra year of warranty. I feel like it's a pretty good deal. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like and subscribe to the video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.